One of the biggest misconceptions about the content of this channel is that it's negative. Now, some people will say that I have a negative outlook on life. What they do not realize is that what I'm interested in is the truth. That's what truly matters to me. The truth is what truly matters to me. I want to understand the truth about the world that we live in. Why is it the way that it is? Why do we think the way that we think? Why do we feel the way that we feel? Why do we believe what we believe? I want to understand everything. I'm not looking for comfort. I'm not trying to feel good. I don't really care how I feel. I care about facts. Some people will say, I used to feel the way that you feel, but I started to focus on doing the things that I love and I started to feel better. You know, just find something that you love and you're going to feel better. Like, no. I do not feel the way that I feel because I'm sad, because I'm depressed, because I'm in a dark place, because I'm not doing the right things. Because I have a negative outlook on life. No. I'm interested in the truth, no matter what it is, and no matter how it's going to make me feel. The problem with most people is that when they feel sad, when they feel depressed, when they feel lonely, when they feel alone, they search for content online that's going to validate their emotions. And when they find that content, like, yeah, this person, what they're saying is true, because that's how I feel. And then things start to change in their lives and they start to feel better. And they start to think, well, it means what that person was saying isn't true because now I feel better. And then they come back and say, well, I used to feel the way that you used to feel, that you're feeling, but then I did this and that and now I feel better. Like, no, it's not about feelings. It's about the truth. I do not care about how I feel. What I care about is the truth. In any situation, what I care about is the truth. In any relationship that I've ever been in, what mattered to me was the truth. If I make a song and it's work, if my friend tells me that song is work, even if they tell me while they're laughing, like that song is really work, I would laugh as well. Like, damn, yeah, you might be right. Actually, like, I see what you mean. You know, that will make me feel more connected to them because they are being honest. They're not lying to me. I mean, yes, some people can tell you that they can tell you something negative about yourself just because they're jealous. That also happens, so you need to be careful. But really, what matters to me is the truth. I want people to be brutally honest with me. When I have sex with a girl, I don't want her to tell me, like, even if the sex wasn't good, I don't want her to tell me that the sex was good. Like, no, be honest with me. I've always felt like I can always do better. Like, in fact, I always do better. Like, if I feel like I didn't do well enough, I'm going to do better next time. That's how I am as a person, right? Like, I love criticism because criticism helps me grow. People who criticize me make me realize what I need to work on. So I love criticism. I love truth. I need I need to know what I'm doing wrong. I need to know if I don't think the way that I need to think. I need to know what the truth is, no matter how it's going to make me feel. And what's good is that the truth has always liberated me, right? The truth always sets me free. I always feel better after knowing the truth, no matter what it is. I always feel better. So, I do not have a negative outlook on life. I'm just telling you what is really going on. I'm just exposing things that a lot of people are not able to see. A lot of people lie to themselves just to feel better. And they think that they are strong. Like, oh, I'm strong because I feel better now after telling myself this story. Like, no. You're not strong. I think the strongest people are the people who actually see things as they are. Allow themselves to feel what they need to feel. And then do what they need to do. I think the weakest people are the people who lie to themselves about what is happening. Something bad happens and they tell themselves stories that make them feel good, even if these stories ain't true. You're like, what? That's being weak, because you're never going to solve any problem by lying to yourself. You solve problems by accepting the truth, not by rejecting the truth. You see, most of the problems that we have never been able to solve are the problems that we have been lying to ourselves about. You see, really, the problems that we have in this world are very easy to solve. Like, what makes it difficult to solve the problems that we have in this world is the lies that we'll be telling ourselves. Right? The lies that we're telling ourselves are what's making it hard for us to solve the problems that we have. On this channel, I focus on exposing these lies that we believe about this world. The lies that we believe about ourselves, the lies that we believe about society, the lies that we believe about religion, the lies that we believe about our emotions, What I'm focusing on is the truth. The problem is that the truth is always unpleasant. That's what I've realized. It's like the truth about everything is unpleasant. I do not know why, but the truth about everything is unpleasant. Let me give you a very simple example. I've told you on one of my recent videos that when we feel love, we think that we love the person that triggers these emotions that comes with love in us. But what's really happening is that we find ourselves loving how we feel. So we do not love the other person, we love how we feel. That is why when we stop feeling those emotions, we stop loving them. We stop treating them with love. You see? You meet this cute girl and you feel these emotions and you're like, I love her. No, you don't love her. You love how you feel. That is why when you stop feeling these emotions, you do not care about her. You start cheating on her, right? That is the truth. But a lot of people don't even know that is the truth. What I'm doing is exposing the truth about ourselves. You see? That sounds negative. The fact that we don't really love other people, we love how we feel, that sounds negative, but it's the truth. Are you going to say it's not the truth? Are you going to say that I'm lying? It's the truth. Is it? So that's what I'm focusing on this channel. I'm focusing on the truth. To me, it's not about being negative. It's not about complaining. It's about understanding things as they really are. The reason why that is important is because once we start understanding things as they really are, we're going to be able to do what needs to be done. We're going to respond accordingly, right? See, if you lie to yourself, you're never going to do what needs to be done in any situation. You're never going to, you're going to find yourself screwing up a lot because you are not able to see things as they are. The people who are able to see things as they are, they don't make a lot of mistakes. I even made a lot of mistakes in my life. That's why I live with no regrets. I don't have regrets, bro. I'm honest with y'all, I do not have regrets. I feel like I did almost everything right. So I do not have regrets. Because I care a lot about the truth in any situation. I do not tell myself lies just because I want to feel good. But most people are telling themselves lies, and they want to come back to this channel and be like, yeah, I used to feel the way that that you feel, but I found Jesus. Like, what? Let me tell you something. In this world that we live in, if you can believe without any doubt in your mind, without any doubt in your heart, you believe that there is someone who loves you, who will do anything for you, who will protect you no matter what. And in the end, when it's all over, they're going to save you. You will feel better. It doesn't matter if that is not true. You will feel better. You feel better because of what you believe. It doesn't really matter if what you believe is true. So yes, if they can convince you that there's Jesus and he's going to save you, you're going to feel better if you give your life to this Jesus that's going to save you. And then you come back and be like, I found Jesus. But no, you didn't find Jesus. You just believed someone. It's the same as falling in love. Let's say you're feeling empty, you're feeling alone, and then this person comes along and they make you feel better, they make you feel loved, and you start to feel, these positive emotions. You must start to think, hey, this is what was missing in my life. Even if that person doesn't really care about you, you just think they do, Your mind doesn't really care about the truth. Your heart doesn't really care about the truth. You know that. If you believe lies, you are going to feel the way that these lies that you believe make you feel. If these lies that you believe make you feel good, you're going to feel good. If these lies that you believe make you feel bad, you're going to feel bad. It is possible to believe negative lies about yourself. That is very, very possible. You can believe negative lies about yourself and then feel bad because you believe negative lies about yourself. And that is why I'm not motivated by the pursuit of happiness. Like I'm trying to find happiness. Most people in this world just want to be happy. Most people in this world just want to find comfort. They just want to feel good. I want the truth. And I will know exactly how to feel. Is it? I will know exactly how to feel. If I start to date someone, I can feel these positive emotions when I'm around this person, but I also want to know if that person is really with me for the right reasons, so that I will know exactly how I need to feel, in that relationship. I shouldn't be telling myself lies, because that's one of the biggest mistakes that I've seen many people make when they get into relationships. Your friend starts dating this girl that he doesn't really care about. He knows he doesn't care about her. He tells you he doesn't care about her. And you can see he doesn't care about her. You can see that, the way that he treats her, like, she should be able to see that he doesn't care about her, but she doesn't see that. She's telling herself that this guy loves her the way that she loves him. You see? She's projecting. She's like, okay, I feel this way about him, so that means that that's how he feels. So she feels all these positive emotions because she believes that he loves her. That's one of the biggest mistakes that people make when they are in a relationship. They start to project their feelings onto the person that they are in a relationship with. The way that I feel is the way that they feel about me. No. What I care about is the truth. I need to know how the people who are in my life feel about me, so that I'll know how to feel about them. That matters to me. I need to know what is going on in the world that I live in, so that I will know how to feel about this world. You see? So to me, it's always been about the truth. It has never been about comfort. Well, what's beautiful is that truth does give me comfort, no matter what it is. There's never been a point in my life where I found out what the truth is and it didn't set me free. There's been situations where I found out what the truth is, where I wrestled with it and tried to reject it. I've been in those situations where I was like, this can't be the truth. No, this can't be the truth, right? But in the end, I was liberated. Just had to address, these people who think that the content of this channel is negative. No, this is the most positive content on YouTube, bro. The truth is always positive. The truth can never be negative, all right? You need the truth. Everyone needs the truth. Even if the truth makes you feel uncomfortable, that's really what you need. That's what you have needed. It's not the lies that you're telling yourself, it's the truth. And you might say, well, I found truth, but I still don't feel good. You'll be feeling worse. You'll be feeling much worse if you didn't find the truth. Like in the long run, you'll be feeling much worse if you didn't find the truth. Like in any situation, if you do not find the truth, if you don't understand, like if you're in a relationship and you don't see what the truth is about the relationship that you are in the long run, you're going to suffer. So yes, if you find the truth, you would suffer for that time, because of course we are in denial as people. Of course we want to feel good all the time, and the truth might make us feel uncomfortable at first, but in the end we will be free. In the end we'll be able to set ourselves free. The plan wasn't actually to talk about the content of this channel, really. It's just that I thought it actually is important to tell people why I say the things that I say on this channel, things that a lot of people might think are controversial, things that a lot of people are afraid to say. I say these things because I know that it is important that we see things as they really are, especially in a world like this, especially in a world where we are being lied to, especially in a world where people are confused, because people are confused, right? Everyone is confused. What matters is the truth. Once you teach yourself to appreciate truth, you start to grow. You see? You grow by accepting the truth. No one is gonna grow by lying to themselves. It doesn't work that way. All right? It is like you can never grow by lying to yourself. It doesn't work. That is why there are people that you grew up with that you used to think were smart, but now when you communicate with them, you realize that they're not. It's because they've been lying to themselves. People lie to themselves every day. That is why when they hear the truth, they respond negatively. It's because they've been telling themselves lies every day just to feel better. They've been taking the easy way out. Like, I just gotta lie to myself. I'm in this situation. The situation is confusing. It's confusing, but I just gotta lie to myself just to feel better. It's just taking the easy way out. Allow yourself to be confused. Allow yourself to go crazy. In the end, you'll be free. If you think that the content of this channel is negative, then you must also think that the world that we live in isn't a good place. Because I'm talking about what is going on in the world. I'm talking about the things that we are refusing to talk about. I'm talking about the things that we do not want to believe are true about the world that we live in. I do not have an agenda. I do not have demons. I'm not being used by the devil. Some people will tell themselves lies about me, but like, he's just being used by the devil. He just hates this world. He's just, he's just suffering. That's why he feels the way that he feels. Like, nah. I'm one of the most vulnerable people that you'll ever come across. All right. I love expressing myself as honestly as I can. Most of the people that you follow, that you believe have a positive mindset, are the people who have something to hide. These are the people who are lying to them, to you guys, and to themselves. Some of them are also lying to themselves, but some of them are just lying to y'all. They're not really lying to themselves. To themselves, they know what they are doing. I think these fake prophets that are making money in South Africa don't know what they're doing. They believe that they're they're doing God's work. Like, yeah, we're doing what God wants us to do. We're saving souls. Blah, blah. They're just scamming people, and they know that they're scamming people. I have nothing to hide. I love how I think. That's why I'm able to make videos every day. It's because I got nothing to hide. It's not like I plan like what I'm going to say. Like okay, this is what I'm going to say. Write everything down. No. I just know what I'm going to talk about, but that's it. Like, okay, today I'm going to talk about why I think Christianity is not true. Talk about that. Or today I'm going to talk about why I think having children isn't a good idea. And talk about that. You know? I know that once I start talking, because I'm honest, because I'm not lying to y'all, I'm going to say things that are real. I have nothing to hide. Most humans are not honest. And they can't even be honest because they don't know how to think. You think that most people think, but they don't. They don't think. They just repeat what other people that have said, the people that they admire. Like, you think, oh, they're telling me what they think, but they're just repeating what other people have said, the people that they admire. That's it. They don't think. You ask people what they really think about something, they won't be able to form an opinion. I do not know if people just feel intimidated when I ask them what they think about something because they know that I always make valid points. So they might feel like, okay, this guy because he always makes sense when he speaks, I shouldn't tell him what I think, or because if I tell him what I think, he's gonna judge me because I don't think the way that he thinks, or I cannot think as deeply as he can. I don't know. But when you ask people how they feel about, or what they think about something, they won't really have a good, an opinion that will make you think that they're able to think for themselves. You'd realize that most people don't have their own opinions. They're just they rely on other people's opinions. They want to know what other people think first, and they'll start to regurgitate, what they've consumed, rather than just coming up with their own opinions. I'll tell people that this is a hell realm. They'll be like, no, it's not a hell realm, because there are positive things that are happening. There are people who are becoming successful. There are people who are happy. There are people who are healthy. There are people in prison who are happy. There are people in prison who are not being raped, right? There are people in prison who are working with the gods, getting special treatment. Does that mean that they're not in prison? This is people think that what I'm saying is that there is everything that is happening in this world is leading to suffering. I mean, everything that's happening does lead to suffering, but I mean, they think that what I'm saying is that each and every person who is here is suffering, right? The same way that everyone else is suffering. Like everyone is suffering the same way. Like there's the thing. Like there isn't a person who's kind of like enjoying themselves. You know, everyone is not enjoying themselves. That's not what I'm saying. I mean, everyone does suffer, but of course we don't suffer the same way. You know, in this world, you always suffer. You know, it doesn't really matter who you are, where you are, you always suffer. But there are people who are suffering worse than others. That is true. What I'm saying is that when you look at how the world works, you'd realize that everything is caused by something negative, right? Even the things that are good are caused by something that is negative. When you open your eyes and look at how the world works, you'll see that everything is caused by something that is negative. And that is why I'm saying we are in a hell realm. What gave birth to this world didn't give birth to this world for consciousness to enjoy itself. It gave birth to this world for a different reason. And that's what we must realize as conscious beings. And that is why I'm saying this is a hell realm. It's because we are in a trap. Right? We are in a trap. There is something that is benefiting from our existence. And we do not realize that that is what is happening. That is why when you tell someone something that is true about the Bible, for an example, like for an example, if you tell people that, well, in the Bible, the true villain is God, be like, no. You're like, but it's obvious. Like when you read the Bible, you see that it is obvious. Like when you tell people that they don't agree with you, that's because they can't think for themselves. So even when it comes to life itself, they're unable to see that what is happening in this world is actually negative because they can't think for themselves. Like if you read the Bible and you don't realize that the villain is the devil, is God, not the devil. The devil is more like an anti-villain. Then how can you be able to see that what is going on in the world is actually evil? What gave birth to the world is actually evil. And that is why the things that are good in this world come from something that is not good. Someone has to suffer for something good to happen to someone else, right? That is not good. It is not good that for you to enjoy your meal, a chicken has to die. That's not good. Is that good? You might say, well, it's how the world works, yes, but it doesn't mean that it is good. You know that that is not good. You know that that is not beautiful. You know that chicken didn't want to die, but it had to die for you to enjoy your meal. That is not good. So I'm telling you that the setup tells us everything. The setup tells us that something is wrong, you know. The setup of this world doesn't tell us that we are in heaven. The setup of this world tells us that we are not in heaven. We are in a hell realm. You see? Saying that is not being negative. It's the truth, right? There's nothing negative about the truth. The truth helped us make better decisions. People are making fucked up decisions because they don't know the truth. The truth helps you make good decisions. If I tell you that, hey man, I'm not going to have kids because, well, I don't want to make someone experience this without their consent. I can't get consent from them, but that doesn't mean that I must make them experience this without their consent. If I knew that they have agreed to come here, of course I wouldn't mind having a child if I, had money. If I knew that they want to come here and they're not being manipulated, they know exactly what they're doing, and that's what they genuinely want to be. If I had money, I'll be like, okay, it is good, because even if I won't really I would hate the idea of taking care of someone, but if I had money, it would be easy, right? Because the problem is that if you don't really have a lot of money, it's not going to be easy for you to take care of another person. That person is going to suffer because of you, no matter how much you love them. So both of you are going to suffer because you don't really have a lot of money. And some people might say, no, it's not about money, because I know there are a lot of people who have less money than me who are having children, and they have many children. Find another person has 5 children, and they're taking care of all of them. No, they're suffering because of you. You're not making good decisions. You're making decisions that lead to suffering. And that is not beautiful, because you are failing to realize that you are creating people that have not consented to being born. But yeah, if I knew that people really want to come here and everything made sense, maybe I would have children. But it's not a fact. But I'm saying, maybe I would have children. But no, it doesn't make sense, because I don't know what this really is. I mean, I can see it's a hell realm, but what kind of hell realm, right? What kind of hell realm? And what's going to happen after I brought a child here? Will the child be able to enjoy their lives? Would they be able to find themselves in a better place? That's an honest way to think. That is the right way to think. That's not being negative. That's being real. But people who are ignorant are causing a lot of suffering because they don't ask themselves questions. You find the person having children, even if they know that they're in a bad situation and their children suffer, and they act surprised. And they act surprised. Why are you acting surprised? What did you expect? I could have predicted that what you're going through now will be what you'll be going through if you continue to make the decisions that you are making. I could have predicted that. I wouldn't, it would have been easy for me to predict that. So some people just lie to themselves a lot, and because they lie to themselves a lot, they make bad decisions. Some people trust the wrong people. There have been so many people who have trusted fake prophets in South Africa that I was telling these people that the prophets that you're following are fake, and they will hate me. There are people who stopped talking to me because I told them that the people that they were following were fake, who came back years later and told me that they'll stop talking to me, and not even tell me why, but I'll know, okay, this is why, because I was telling them this and that. Or maybe someone, a mutual friend telling me that, oh yeah, actually this person say they don't want to be around you anymore because you have demons. You were saying this and that about their pastor, blah blah blah. And then years later they come back. because I don't really care, I accept them. I'm not gonna be like, I'm mad at you, because I don't care. If you come into my life, that's cool. But the thing is, I don't really like being around people. But if a person comes back into my life, if they're not going to be like this person who's just always there, who shows up unannounced, I'm good, right? Because sometimes I do hang out with people, but at least highlight me first. Say, oh, today, bro, like, I'm gonna be in this place. If you wanna come through, come through. You know what I mean? Like, I like that. But yeah, they'll come back, and then we hang out. Then out of nowhere, they tell me that, these fake prophets. I used to believe in this guy, but they don't even, give me credit for telling them the truth. Like, it's like they pretend as if they just realize. I mean, yes, they might have realized it themselves, after not listening to me. But I'm the first person to tell them that the person that they were following was fake. So they gotta acknowledge that. Like, yeah, you were right. Don't you just act like I didn't tell them that that person that they're following is fake. But yeah, people make mistakes because they do not know the truth. Like, the issue is ignorance, right? Like, that's the issue. People make mistakes because of ignorance. People make mistakes because they're lying to themselves. People make mistakes because they are looking for comfort. They're not looking for truth. And I cannot say people like that are strong. I would say people who are not afraid of the truth, these are the people who are strong. So this channel isn't about being negative or having a negative outlook on life. It isn't about giving up. What this channel is about is truth. There's a reason why I call myself Benedictine the truth. That's because this channel is about the truth. I do not care how I feel about the truth. I do not care if the truth is going to make me depressed, if the truth is going to make me sad, if the truth is going to make me angry. I want the truth no matter how it's going to make me feel. Most humans seem to just want what they believe to be the truth. That is why we've had religious wars in the past. It's because they want what they believe to be the truth, Most people want what they believe to be the truth. So they'll fight. But a person who really cares about the truth, they're not going to fight another person just because they don't believe what they believe. They're not. Why would you fight another person just because they don't believe what you believe? Are you going to tell yourself that the person who doesn't believe what you believe is evil? So you must eliminate them because they are evil. They must believe what you believe, and that's when you believe they're not evil. that shows that you just want what you believe to be the truth. You want more power. Like, that's what's motivating you. That's what's making you feel good. You don't feel good when other people are against you, because that makes you feel powerless. But when more and more people seem to support you or to believe what you believe, that's when you feel more powerful, and that's what you want. You don't really care about the truth. But I care about the truth. I care about the truth even if the whole world is going to be against me. There's a reason why some of y'all say that I'm brave for saying the things that I'm saying. Remember, I'm not saying things that are making people love me. I'm not saying things that now I do make money on this channel, but really, it wasn't about making money, right? There was nothing that I was gaining from speaking the truth other than speaking the truth and being liberal. Because here's the thing, the more I speak the truth, the more I become free, the more I start to understand things better. The more I express myself, the more I become conscious. But really, people ain't going to love you just because you speak the truth. Like, most people ain't going to, like, most people are going to hate you. Like, the moment they see how real you are, the moment they see that what you're saying goes against what they believe, they're not going to like you. And most people in this world believe nonsense, so of course they ain't going to like me. So it makes more sense to believe what I'm saying than to believe what the people who are benefiting a lot from what they are saying. Because they might just be saying what they're saying because they're benefiting. You see? I'm not saying what I'm saying because I'm benefiting. I'm saying what I'm saying because it's true. Because really, I'm not really benefiting, even though I do. And thank you guys for donating on this channel, because some people donate on this channel. But and that's good, because it helps. It helps a lot. Like, I also want to buy, like, I want to buy equipment, like more equipment. So that would be good too. But really, it's about the truth, right? Really, it's about the truth. Most people are just saying what other people want to hear them say. They're just riding the wave. They're not brave enough to say what's gonna make other people hate them. Like, they're not gonna say something risky. Like, nah, that's risky. Like, nah, I can't say that. I just gotta say what I think everyone is gonna, like, want to hear. I'm not like that. I speak the truth. Like, I'll tell you something even if I know beyond any reasonable doubt that that's not what you wanna hear. If it's the truth, I'm gonna tell you that, well, this is really what I think. You see? When I watch videos of people exposing Mr. Beast, I laugh. I'm like, damn, why haven't these people been exposing this guy? Now they're just riding the wave, bro. They're trying to make money. If it was cool to say good things about Mr. Beast, they probably will be saying good things about Mr. Beast. Alright? Now these people that be exposing him. If it was cool, if right now if someone started a trend where they were saying good things about Mr. Beast and they were getting lots of views on YouTube, I'm telling you that these people who are exposing Mr. Beast will be riding that wave. They will be saying good things about Mr. Beast because that will get them more views, that will get them more subscribers. That is how the human mind works. People do not really care about the truth. They care about what they can benefit. You see, they care about comfort. I care about the truth. I'm going to speak the truth, even if it goes against what everyone currently believes. You see? That's the difference between me and more people. And that's why I'm saying it makes more sense to trust me than to trust most of these people. I've always been like that. Like I've always like spoke the truth even when I knew that that means that there is something that I'm going to lose. Right? Like I'm in a situation where I can get something, but I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna speak the truth. Like I feel better after speaking the truth than lying. As long as I know that you know what I think the truth is, I'm good. Even if it means I'm losing. You see? It's not always about winning. I don't even know what the title of this video is going to be, because this isn't what I was going to talk about today. The thing is, I just felt like, you know what? This is what I feel like saying now. So let me just express myself. Let me just tell y'all the truth. Most people are fake in this world, man. It's funny. Like most people are fake. Most people are scared. I often tell people to be real. And the reason why I tell people to be real is because, well, you're here already. Like, what are you trying to protect? Your ego? Be real. You know, let the world show you what it is. Don't be afraid to be real. Don't be afraid to be honest. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. Let the world be what it's gonna be. You have nothing to protect. You are what you are. That's it. Don't try to protect anything. Living in fear, I don't know if that's the best way to live, you know? I'm scared, you know, I'm nervous. Like, nah, man. Nah, let that shit go. Be real. Fight for your own truth. Be authentic. You're going to grow. You're never growing if you're living in fear. You grow by being authentic and by finding courage. You know, that's how you grow. I do trust myself a lot because I know that to me it's about the truth, and I know that a lot of people are just liars, bro. Like I've been friends with people who became respected in our society, and they will confide in me, most of them, because it's easy to confide in me because I'm real. And I would realize that a lot of people are just acting. And I'll never expose anyone. It is what it is. You be you. I'm loyal. I'm loyal to the truth, and the truth is that if you trust me as a friend, if I turn on you, then I'm being a devil. If you confide in me and then one day I turn my back on you, but this person is like this and that, this person is fake, but this, like, nah, I'm being a devil. Like, oh, I'm a hero because I'm exposing you. No, I'm actually being a devil. So I allow people to confide in me. I don't, like, you can tell me anything, bro. I do not care. But yeah, this channel, man, is about the truth. I'm not being negative. I'm not focusing on the negative things. I'm actually focusing on the truth. Some people think I'm just bitter. I'm like, man, if you were doing better in life, you wouldn't be feeling the way that you're feeling. But I might actually be doing more than 60% of people in the world. Like, I might be doing better than like 60% of people in the world. It's not like I'm just depressed, sad, angry, or like no. There are people who are doing way worse than me. We still think this makes sense, right? We still think that the world is what they were told it is, right? But it isn't. They're just naive. And people be like, oh, you just need to find God and you feel good. Like, what do you mean? You're basically saying I must dumb down and start believing in your religion and I'm going to feel good. Like, nah, I can't even dumb down because I already know the truth about your religion. So I can't even dumb down. I know the truth about your religion. I've already escaped that trap. The best example that I can give you about this is the example of like kids who's in America who believe in Santa Claus. Can you imagine if a kid that already knows that Santa Claus doesn't exist was feeling bad and another kid said, don't worry, it's Christmas. Santa Claus is gonna give you this and that. Like, that won't work for that kid because he already knows that Santa doesn't exist. Easy? So that won't really work for that kid. It works for you because, well, you still believe that Santa exists. So it's not about finding God, because people have never like found God like that. What they found is comfort in believing in what they believe in. And it's usually like people who usually find God are people who have screwed up a lot in life, that they don't know what to do and they need saving. And then they find God, they find a religion that tells them that you'll be forgiven no matter what you've done in the past, as long as you accept Jesus. Like, damn, I screwed up a lot in the past. So I should believe in this religion. I'll be right. I laugh a lot when a person who used to rob people, who got locked up in prison, find Jesus and then come back home and become a pastor. I laugh a lot. What? Of course you were going to become a pastor. You're going to take the easy way out instead of coming out and actually asking for forgiveness from the people that you have hurt and actually growing, right? You were going to like choose a religion that tells you that you're saved no matter what you've done. Because, well, they are just looking for people who are going to follow them. A person who's addicted to alcohol may want Jesus to save him. You don't realize that addiction, to get rid of addiction, you need a replacement. So if you find a religion that says that gives you hope, of course you're gonna feel better and it will be much easier for you to quit. But it wouldn't really mean that it's Jesus who actually helped you quit. You know, it's a community that you find. It's just like going to AA meetings, right? You sit down with people who are dealing with the same problem that you're dealing with, and you guys, have a conversation, talk about your problems. You might feel better. So going to church might make you feel better because you are there with people who seem to care about you, who will support you when you're going through tough times. When you get sick, they'll visit you, in a hospital, because, well, you have to be taken to a hospital because the whole religion is not true. They're not going to pray for you and save you like that. They'll have to take you to a hospital. But the point that I'm trying to make is that you don't really find Jesus when you go to church. You just find comfort, and you call that Jesus because, well, that's what everyone calls that. So you just like, yeah, I found Jesus. So you even change the way that you speak about what's happening in your life. Jesus helped me through this, Jesus helped me through that, because you are copying other people that in your church, right? They're saying Jesus helped me through this, Jesus helped me through that. So you're copying them, and yeah, that makes you feel better because now you are connected to a higher power. Nah, man. People are just lying to themselves, and they continue to make mistakes because of the lies that they're telling themselves. But people that are honest with themselves, they don't make a lot of mistakes. They usually do things right. It might not be easy. You might not get instant gratification if you're real and do the right things, but I'm telling you, in the long run, you'll be alright. Because you will have made the right decisions. So you will not find yourself in a trap because you were making the right decisions. But those who fail to think, they fall into traps. Traps that they can't even explain to you how they fell into these traps. You're like, what? How did you fall? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, that means you didn't think at all. Because if you did think, you would not have fallen into that trap. So that means you didn't think. Like, you didn't think. Sometimes I just think that some people are who are just waiting to fall into a trap. It's like that's what they do. They never make the right decisions. Right? They never make the right decisions. They're always looking for wrong decisions to make. But yeah, thank you all guys. Yeah, never let anyone make you feel bad for caring about the truth. All right, people are delusional. People are lying to themselves, and unfortunately, you live with these people. But never let anyone discourage you. You are in a world that you don't understand, man, and it will be good that you try to understand how things really work in this world, what the truth is. And if you feel like something isn't true, not just feel, but then think that something isn't true, it probably isn't. You shouldn't force yourself to believe things that don't make sense. All right, only take what makes sense as true. Right? Don't just be like, a lot of people believe this, so I must believe it. Like, no, you don't know what is really going on. Maybe other people are just NPCs that are here to just keep you distracted. So you mustn't follow people who don't make sense. All right? If a person is not making sense, they're not making sense. You follow people who make sense. You listen to people who make sense. You only believe what makes sense. You think. You only accept the thought that makes sense, because, well, you'll be thinking, but sometimes you won't really be making a lot of sense. That does happen too. Like, you think and then see that that doesn't make sense. Sometimes I do think and reach some conclusions that I realize that do not make sense. What's good is that my mind always tries to contradict my insights, right? Like, if I gain an insight, my mind automatically tries to disprove that insight. Like, it's not true. So if I realize that, okay, nah, I'm wrong, yeah, it's true, it's not true, and then yeah, it's not true, but I must have asked, myself many different questions to see if the insight that I've gained isn't true. Because what matters to me is the truth. Thank you all, guys.